Welcome to Young Voices Changing the Currents. My name is Haley Platt, and I am the host. I am 22 years old and from the South Shore of Boston, Massachusetts. I graduated from Santa Clara University in June of 2024. I was a finance major with Spanish and international business minors. I felt this brought a really unique perspective to my learning because I was able to challenge myself with a broader view of the world and have a deep connection to the Spanish speaking community. I'm really passionate about this podcast because I feel that it will bring a lot of different people into the conversation. The goal is to amplify student voices and create a safe space for students to express their fears, concerns, and any challenges that they might be facing. Right now, we're experiencing a shift in the college landscape, and it's really important to hear students and understand why they want to pursue the path that they do and what's the most important resource we can give them. So, a little bit more about me. I come from a family of educators, and besides my own parents, nearly all of them were teachers or administrators. So I've always understood the value of academics and had a great support system pushing me academically and personally to achieve success, whatever that looked like for me. I really think that this is a great opportunity for students to share their concerns and fears and ultimately create a safe space for people to understand what students are currently facing in today's shifting college landscape. I know for myself, it was definitely a challenge to decide where I wanted to go to school. Being from the East Coast, I felt that there are so many colleges, especially in Boston, that would be the right fit for me. But ultimately, I fell in love with Santa Clara and knew that it was the right choice. I want to thank my parents and my teachers for such a great time at Santa Clara because I was able to create a really safe community, and that's what I hope to bring to this podcast. I want to introduce a quote: "What you go through, you will grow through." This really resonates with me because obviously, even though I'm only 22, everyone faced a different set of challenges in their life. And it's really important to push through those and stay true to yourself, no matter what you're dealing with, especially with academic success. It can be really hard to understand why you're getting a bad grade or why you want to be in one profession, but your heart is pulling you in another. I think this quote is really important to me because there are certain things in your life that seem like the right choice and others that are surprising. And when you have those big changes and surprises, it's how you handle them. I always encourage myself to push myself out of my comfort zone. Last year and the year before, I lived in two different cities in Spain, and I had the opportunity to volunteer at a local elementary school. It really drove home how important education and Spanish were to me, and that's why I decided to work for Siembra. I want to give a special shout out to Siembra, the sponsor of this podcast, because their mission is all about uplifting students and understanding why we are having a shift in the college landscape. Amplifying student voices is the main focus of this podcast, and I hope that going forward, I can not only create a safe space for students to share their concerns, but also help them decide what the right choice is for them. Thank you for joining us on Young Voices Changing the Currents. I know your time is valuable, and I appreciate you spending your time with us today. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like the channel so you can be notified about upcoming episodes. Have a good day. Bye.